Commercially available from the 1970s, tabletop, electronic and electromechanical games were the beating heart of home entertainment. In an era when companies like Bambino, Bandai, Entex, Gakken, Grandstand Palitoy and Tomy weren't just making toys, they were inventing the future, one incandescent bulb, CRT, LED, vacuum fluorescent and LCD display at a time. In this series, we're going to review the rise, the innovation, the variance, and the unforgettable charm of retro tabletop games. So, whether you grew up with them or discovering them for the first time, you're about to see why these machines still matter. As tabletop games came in all sorts of formats, I grouped them by their display technology. Incandescent bulb, cathode ray tube, light emitting diode, vacuum fluorescent and liquid crystal displays. In this episode, we'll dive into the tabletop games that use incandescent bulbs, focusing on those with a simulation interaction style. There was a brief but brilliant era where small filament bulb tabletop games recreated the simulation experience, building their gameplay from a single glowing bulb, arranged in such a way to capture mechanical motion to move scenery, which we saw previously in our mechanical incandescent bulb tabletop review of the tomytronic Top Shot Pilot and gearbox fix for the Tomy Space Turbo. So let's review the earliest incandescent bulb simulation tabletops in the collection. In 1983, Tomy released their Turnin Turbo dashboard. It used clever mechanical engineering to drive a car on a winding road. So let's open it up to see how it works. Tomy released many dashboard designs, some with branding, headlight, indicator and registration decals. As this one is my favourite, let's create some decals, print them out and upgrade our Turnin Turbo dashboard. In around 1983, Fancy It agencies imported batches of generic toys with stock artwork from Hong Kong. This one is a jetfighter game with a preschool learn to drive theme. So let's remove the control stick, open it up and see how it works. Now we've seen how it works, let's fire up the game. Like most tabletops of this era, it'll play better with the lights down. It reminds me of the Stargate sequence from 2001: A Space Odyssey. But back to reality. Although the effects look great, there's not really much in the way of gameplay. In around 1984, the market was flooded with Tomy Turbo type clones. This one was probably manufactured in Guangdong, China. It has the same gear selector, ignition switch and steering mechanism as the Tomy Turbo. However, it did have a squeaky horn, an indicator selector and pop-up headlights. So let's open it up to see how this works. In 1987, Creative Merchandise Corporation distributed Speed Racer. As this one is missing most of its decals, let's open it up, see how it works and fix those decals. In 1987, Tomy released their junior police driving simulator. So, let's fix what we need to and see how this compares to their 1983 Tomy Turbo dashboard. Tabletops proved that imagination and clever engineering could deliver pure excitement without a single screen, which is why they were so great.